sports. It's in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, it's a name everyone will recognize, Marvin Harrison Jr. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Huskies and the Panthers,
everyone,
and
to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike,
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Williams to begin with a pass. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Rome Odunze. Touchdown Huskies. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we... Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and 6.
19 tight. Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. He's got it! And he's in. A play fake. Now Williams. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught! And he's going to take this one home. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a 1st down. That's to Odunze again. And he will score again. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Benson, and he'll just get... Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And you think back to the 1st half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is complete. Odunze working across the field. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. play action. Here's Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. Now Williams. That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin, most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin had 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line. Help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7, and they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
NFL. And up next, it's a name everyone will recognize.
And we are underway from Houston. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man undrafted out of Boise State, the nephew of a Super Bowl MVP. It's Brett Rippon.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Swift going to... And right away, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Throwing right away is Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Play action. Now Williams. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Ben Sinnott. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Huskies use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. Holding. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference.
And he's taken down back at his own 7. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Ripping to pass. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Trap 60.
Looking to throw is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To the sideline and incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons. Like every year at some point in the season we talk about that, but this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rome Odunze.
Previous play is under
19th
review.
touchdown now on the season.
After review of the play.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Williams going to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. To throw, Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rome Odunze with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. They'll find Everett there, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. From the 34-yard line here, second down and 8. Off play action, it's ripping. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Gets around him. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Okay, break. Here we go, shot.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rome Odunze on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies continue to pull away here in this first half. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Holding. Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Now Rippon. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Coming up. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's got the rookie from Georgia. That's Brock Bowers. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rome Odunze on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That's caught, and he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw it is Rippitt. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Huskies offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brian Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. They'll look to throw. And the Huskies come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy's stopping them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Williams. That is incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rome Odunze, 33 yards. And the Huskies have widened the gap now to 50 points. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Flush to his right, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Holding.
And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Rippon. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, shot.
Williams going to sneak it. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Neutral zone
jumping.
infraction. Defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Williams going to sneak it. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Escaping the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a forward DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ripping to pass. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Out of the gun is Rippon. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Huskies offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here is Benson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, Adunze wide open. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here's Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make every...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be at the game by now, but sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc for them. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Holding offense.
So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rippin, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Williams going to throw for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch up.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Under pressure, they got him again.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.